Hello everyone, Silverstruck here. Welcome to the Silverstruck channel. In this video I want to have a little bit of fun talking about stacking vintage silver rounds, and this is part of my stacking collection in front of us here, and these are most of my vintage rounds. I want to talk first about the Englehard American Prospector rounds. I collect mostly these, and this is a really nice 1987, and I've got, as you can see, a few tubes worth of them, and these are my all-time favorite rounds to collect. They're dated, which is one of the big things that I like to see on rounds when I decide I'm going to start collecting a certain series round, is having a date on there. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about Englehard. Actually, that's all the time I'm going to use talking about Englehard rounds, simply because I've shown them all before in other videos, and I want to talk about all the different types of rounds that I have in my stack here. So let's start with this this pile here. This is the random round pile. I've got quite a few of them. There is a little bit of a collection in here, but first up is going to be this Pan American Silver Core round. These are all going to be 3/9 pure, one full troy ounce of silver, Northwest Territorial Mint. No longer around, no pun intended. No longer with us anymore as a refiner. So pretty cool round. This is a little bit of a mini collection here. These are Sunshine Mining rounds. This is 1992. See, it's dated. This is what the other side looks like. As I pull these rounds out, see what you guys have. Just sit back and enjoy looking at some of these vintage rounds and see if you guys have any rounds that are the same. Here's an 84. I'm sure a lot of these are going to look familiar to some of the stackers that have been doing this a while. Here's an 82. What do we got? 88. That one has a lot of toning. A little bit, you can almost see it's a little bit of a rainbow tone there over by where the word silver is. Pretty cool round. I'm going to use my hands on these because these are just, I don't mind it if they're going to get anything that I don't want to have any touching or grime on it is going to be in a capsule like that. So here's a pretty cool one. 1886 to 1996, the Symbol of Freedom round. And I recognize the reverse. Anybody? Any guesses? That's right, we have a Morgan dollar reverse on that. So pretty neat round. As if you watch my videos, you know I'm a pretty big fan of Morgans. And here's a U.S. Assay Office San Francisco round. These are really neat and very highly collectible. This one's a 1981. So I've got a pair of these. It also says 31.1 grams, which is kind of cool. So I think I have another one further on in this pile. Here's a really neat one. This is a 50th anniversary D-Day round. Nice artwork on the back. So you can see 1944 to June 1994 on the reverse of that round. Here's one that might look familiar again. We've got an Indian head round. And it just says 1 troy ounce silver, 3/9 pure on the rear of that, on the reverse of that. Here's that other assay round I was talking about. San Francisco 81. So if you can find different dates on those, that's a really cool round to have. And another familiar sight here. Now we have kind of a rendering of the obverse of the Morgan dollar. Not exact, obviously. And these are silver trade units. I don't really collect these so much. I have a couple in the stack just to have, but they're not dated, so I lose interest. And if they're just unless they're a really cool round. So if they're a really neat round, then I'll pick one up. Like this one here. Here's a mercury dime round. Artwork on the mercury dime is fantastic. This one has some nice toning going on to it. And you get to really see the design. If you like the mercury dime on this round, because it's so huge, ooh, throwing stuff around now, you can really see the design very well on that. So there are certain rounds that, like I was saying before, I will put capsules on, really good ones. These are A-mark rounds. This is part of more of a collection, more than a stack here. These are, even if they're not in that great a condition, I still put capsules on these. So airtights, if you will. So these are A-mark, 3/9 pure, 1 troy ounce, and there you have a really neat design of the eagle that can be found on some of our classic American coinage from long ago, way before the Morgan dollar. So 1987. Let's see if I can make some room here in the stack. There we go. 87, 86, 85. Look at this 84. This is mirror-like. This one's brand spanking new. I like this 84. It's in really good shape. And what do we got here? 82. So there's my stack of A marks. So I'm missing a few dates in there. So if you saw a date that you have and I don't have, you can always message me and see if we can trade one. Here's another one. Thought I had another one. 89, and I have 89 as well. So that should have been in that pile over here. What else is in here? Here's an extra 85 I have. So I can trade that to anybody that might have a data missing. So that's pretty cool. And then some other extra rounds in here. This one's, I did a whole video on this one. Not very popular of a video. It's the Articles of Confederation round. Steeped in all sorts of different meaning. Obedience to God round, I think, is the title I used. So I have that one, that back here in the stack. What else can I show you? Alright, we have this one over here. These are very hard to find. I think they only produced 2 years. This is an 83. I can't remember if the other year is 84 or 82, but I don't have it anyhow. As far as I know, there's only 2 years of these Parliament Shield rounds. And these are also 1 troy ounce, of course. These are pretty neat. So I've got one of those, could use the other year. I think we have some little fractionals in here. These are, the only reason I picked these up is because they're dated. What dates do we have? So these are halves. Got 89. And let's see what this one is, 91. So pretty neat there. I don't know if I'm going to continue to stack the half so much, but you know, the full ounce sunshine mining and minting rounds, especially the older the better, are the ones that I really like to collect. So there you have it. That's my vintage round stack. I've got I haven't counted how many ounces of silver that is, but it's probably somewhere around 50, 60 ounces of silver anyway, of the vintage rounds I've collected over the years. I wish I could have picked up more earlier, but I spent an awful lot of time on Englehard versus picking up some other different types of rounds. So let me know which ones were your favorites in there, and if you have different ones than I have, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I always try to answer everybody in the comment section. So as always, thank you so much for watching.